Quick disclaimer, me and Master of the Markets is an authorized representative of ASX Australia, and this content is for general educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. A little bit about me, got a Bachelor of Education, Certified Financial Technician, and Elite Wave Level 1 there. Let's get cracking. So today, what I thought I'd do is start off with a couple of the losses, because people always talk about the wins, but they won't talk about the losses. And again, it's part of trading, just like playing basketball. You can't expect every shot you take to get them in. But what it means is that, one, what you're trying to do is get more shots in than miss, obviously. But on top of that, you want to make sure that when you're wrong, you take a small loss, and when you win, you take a big win. That's really the aim of the game. I'll show you what I mean by that. So when you trade, it should always end in one of these four ways. A big win, which is what you're always trying to aim for. A small win, which is where you might get a 3-to-1 trade or something. A break even, or a small loss. You'll notice that there's one thing not here, and there's not a big loss. Okay, so what you'll end up finding out is that the small wins and the small losses kind of cancel each other out. Break even obviously cancels itself out, and the big wins are where you make money. Okay, so these will pretty much battle between bull and bear, and this is your money maker. So if you're never letting something run and follow market structure, follow the trend, you'll never get a big win, which means you're always going to be battling between small wins and small losses. Or if you're not using stop losses, it doesn't matter when you get a big win, because what you have in your portfolio is, you might have a 10x bagger, but you've also got another one that's down 99%. And then that's big losses cancel out that big win. So by using stop losses, you'll never ever have a big loss in your portfolio. And me personally, I never have anything that's more than a double-digit loss in my portfolio. The minute that it hits 10%, it's gone. Okay, I'll never have a stop loss greater than 10%, unless it's some kind of micro cap where you've got to give it room, and that's a different story. But on anything, from 100 mil upwards, I'll never have a stop loss bigger than that. And I'll show you why that's important. So over here, gains needed to recover from X losses. If you lose 1%, you only need 1% to get it back. If you lose 5%, you only need 5% to get it back. The minute you go into double digits 10, you need 11% to get it back. 20, 25, 30, 80%, you need 400%. All right, Peter Lynch said it best. Selling your winners and holding your losers is like cutting the flowers and watering the weeds. What's the point? Okay, so what you're looking at is that this is the big misconception a lot of people have. They go, oh, I'm down 50%. Oh, good, I only need 50% to get it back. No, you don't. You need 100% to get back that 50% loss. Think about it. If you've got a $100,000 account and you've put it all in one stock and you're down 50%, you've now got 50 grand. So in order to get that 50 grand back to 100 grand, you need to double the 50 grand. So it's 100% gain that you need. Okay, so really big misconception. Be careful with it. And there's a reason why, because the minute that you start going into double digits, you've got to work harder to get that loss back. Harder, harder, harder. Whereas if you keep it below 10%, you work the same. So there's nothing wrong with having a loss. Okay, it's part of the game. That's like playing a game of basketball and expecting to never miss a shot. It's going to happen. Okay, but how you manage that risk is what means the world. Okay, so you must, one, never put more than 1%. Never lose more than 1 or 2% of your portfolio on a trade. So when that 10% stop loss hits or 5% stop loss hits, it's only 1 or 2% of your account that goes. So if you've got a $100,000 account, what you might do is buy something, and then if you're wrong and the 10% stop loss gets hit, that means that you've lost $1,000 or $2,000, which is only 1 or 2%. So what that means is, if you've got a 10% stop loss and you got a $100,000 account, you can only buy 10 grand's worth of that stock, because $10,000 with the stop loss getting hit, 10% of $10,000 is $1,000. $1,000 is 1% of $100,000. So you've always got to work your way backwards to figure these things out. But I just thought it was really important to show you that, because what I'm going to do is open with a few of the losses that we've had over the weeks. But just so you know, it's not a bad thing. It just means that you had a small loss. Okay, but going back to what we talked about first, a small loss is part of the game. Okay, that's fine. But what we're then going to celebrate are the big wins. These are the money makers. All right, so just so you know, part of the game. If you expect to win every single trade you take, this is not the game for you. Okay, it's not realistic. You need to be aware of that. But anyway, let's dive into it and check out some of them. So Palladium, was looking fantastic, broke out. It then went bearish divergence. We were hoping for a bounce off here. It didn't. We were waiting for the change structure here. It didn't. It, as you can see, is coming down to still a bullish option, but the bearish of the bullish option, which was to come back in. So really, Palladium needs to bounce here. Otherwise, why did we break out of this sideways and come back in? So I need to see it bounce here and get back up through here. If it does that, yep, then it's just a nice expanded flat, fake everyone out. But again, really that's a loss because we went bullish here and now we're down. Okay, so Palladium there. From that also goes with SPP. This was the Platinum and Palladium Trust. Same thing, had a beautiful breakout here and now has come back in. Still not bearish, hasn't changed market structure. So what it needs to do is bounce off here and get back up through here. If it does that, everything's still good. But if we bounce, reject, and do that, then no way. Get out, change your market structure. You come back within the range. Nothing good about it. Okay, so yeah, another one that didn't go according to plan. DMP, Domino's Pizza. Here had the beautiful double bottom, but what we were looking for to confirm it, so again, it's all about just knowing where, is getting back through here. So you can see this old support has become resistance. So until this comes up and gets through, it won't go bullish. It's still looking all right, to be honest, but the entry was here, come out, stopped out, taken the small loss. Okay, so another one taken there as well. So yeah, they're just a couple of the big ones that I wanted to show you. I'm sure there's more. I can't think off the top of my head right now, but just as long as you know, whenever it goes against you, they're the things you've always got to remember. Never more than 10%, unless it's a micro cap, different story. But then it just means you put smaller positions, never risking more than 1-2% of your account on it. And then just never holding those, never have a big loss in your portfolio. Okay, there's nothing in my portfolio that's in a downtrend. So if there's anything in a downtrend in yours, you've got to think why. Why is it? Oh, but it might return. Okay, but it might not. So why not put that money into something that is going up? That's, that data is telling you it's going up. That's the way you've got to think. All right, so starting off with lithium. Like I said, I'm pretty confident this is bottom. I'm just waiting for more data to confirm it. We did get our bounce off here. Okay, so beautiful selling higher, buying higher, just waiting for it to get through here, but everything's looking good. Volumes coming in. So beautiful volumes coming in. Everything's still looking good here. Like I talked about, I took an entry on PLS. Let's see how she's doing. So at the moment, I've just taken it on this retest here and I've got a stop below. So I've bought that in anticipation of hopefully the breakthrough here. But again, small loss if it's saying it, it'll be high reward if it pays off. I'm in early. We haven't officially got to change the structure yet. It won't happen till there. I'm hoping to get the early entry before it could backfire. Okay, but this is what I do sometimes when I did, like it was a really good risk reward. Like my stop loss was less than 1% to get that entry. So it was kind of a no-brainer, break and retest up, because if we do go, massive risk to reward. But yeah, not confirmed until we get above here. IGO, same thing. Waiting for it to get up through here. If it does that, then things are looking good. Really be keeping an eye on if it breaks above there as well as an early, and then yeah, back up through there. And LTR talked about getting back up through. When she comes, here we go, back up through here. If you get that change of market, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. If you get a change of structure up through here, boom, that's a beautiful entry back through a major resistance support. So keep an eye on that one there. I'm not on this one yet, but I will if it does get through there. Appen still absolutely smashing it. So still coming up here, still got volume confirming, no signs of slowing down there. All they did was buy off the zag zone off the 382. Obviously, we're still in this market. It's probably going to take a bit of effort to get through, but if we do get up through there, we're looking good. As I said, I've got targets coming up towards this kind of 550 zone is where I'm expecting it to come. No dramas at all. Yeah, so still bullish market structure, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. even if this pivots here, it'll be a higher high. So as long as they're selling, buying higher, everything's still good as well. So as you know, I took it off the trading account here. No, before that, must have been here. Yeah, here on this gap here. So I took off the trading account, but still hold all of my swing, all of my long term. Haven't not touching that until I get some major changes. So yeah, Appen's still looking good. NVX, did we bounce off that level? Yes, we did. Look at that. So this time last week, we were right there. You can see Tuesday, the 5th of November. And I said, this is where we look for the bounce. So hopefully you're able to pinpoint that, come up. We're still not confirmed yet though, until we get above there. Once we get above there, what have we got? A zig, a zag, and we change market structure. So once we get through 93, 94 cents, boom, you've got your change of market structure. Volume starting to come in. Like I said, everything's showing the signs. Maybe you might even get a double bottom and come through, but yeah, everything is still showing that sign of a bottom there. So NVX still looking good there. SYR still waiting. Ooh, selling off a bit here. Didn't expect that. All right, so what I want to see is it double bottom here and come up here. So we still need to get through here. I really thought that was going to go through. And this is why we follow data and not assumptions. All right, so looking for that to come up. I wanted to see it possibly double bottom here, but still haven't had the change of structure. Once we get above 34, this thing will rock. Well, so I should say if we get above 34, not when. If we get above 34, then this is one of the most shorted stocks on the ASX. It'll change market structure. You'll not only have buyers like us buying there, but you'll also have short sellers having to cover their shorts above there. So you'll absolutely rock it once it gets through. Axe put in a nice breakout here on a change of market structure. So you can see here. Nice little inverse head and shoulders, change of market structure. So volume confirming the move, everything looking good there as well. Just want to see it get through the zag zone now. So if we can get up, I think it will run easily to this 35 zone. Feel that gap. Traders probably take profit there at 35. I'm not going to get excited until we get above this 46. Once we get above that 46, then we're going to be breaking some longer declines. I want to see it come up here, reject, put in a higher low and come up. The volume's looking good, showing some good signs. It filled this gap down here now, and yeah, it's done it from there. So Axe is showing some potential signs there. BRN did bounce off that level, but we're still waiting for follow through off it. Okay, so as we talked about here, we got that nice bounce off here. Could have not confirmed until we get above this 32 as well. So yeah, this will be a non-failure swing if this happens. Why are they selling higher? Why are they buying higher? Why aren't they selling where they sold? Change of market structure. All right, so I'm on it. I got in back here at 19 cents or something. And it was just lucky. One of my students pointed out to me, it was a change of market structure there. We got in off the bullish divergence. And yeah, it's come up, come back, and we're still waiting for that official change of structure. Okay, moving on to BTR. So BTR has come up, broken out of here, which was good. We're eyeing off that, but run into the wall here. So still on it, still holding. I just want to see it I don't want to see it really back below the 20 because that was the big breakout. Definitely don't want to see it below 16. And then, yeah, hopefully it gets up through here. But everything's telling me it should keep going. So BTR still holding. Happy to keep it going here. Sorry, here's another. So CHN was another one that came up. And then, look at this beautiful change of structure. So you can see here. So what we don't know is this a major bottom or just an ABC? Because right now you can see we've come up to the fib 1-to-1. Okay. So this is definitely a leading diagonal. So what we don't know is this an A, B, C, and we keep coming down, or is this a wave 1, 2, and this is 3, and we're going to keep pumping. So now what we want is the buyers to come in off the zag zone here. Okay, so we're coming into the zag zone now, and we need to see buyers come in here. We don't want to see it coming really past this $1.37 zone, but definitely not below the $1.18. But for a short-term trade, this one has already come off. So if you look here, you can see you got a clear trend up there, change of market structure here, and bearish divergence off the tops. All right, so change of market structure, that's your exit point right there at $1.78. Change of market structure, support, tested as resistance, rollover. Okay, so as a trader, that's where you get out. What we don't know now is this just a nice A, B, C, and we bounce and then we keep going. But we've got to be prepared for both, prepared for the fact that this could be an A, B, C and keep rolling over, or like I said, it could be that's your leading diagonal, 2, and then we absolutely take off. Okay. Personally, I think it's that one, the bullish one, but I'm prepared for both. So I've taken profit on the trading account, still holding, I haven't sold a single cent on my long term, which, as you guys know, I've got down here at 92 cents or something. Yep, it hurts. It hurts that, it was $2 and now it's $1.44. But this is how markets move. They zig and they zag, they zig and they zag. There's no evidence of me to exit out of the long term yet. For me to exit out of the long term, what I'd need to see is it to come up and do that. Then I'd be like, oh, maybe I'll take some profit then. Okay. Oh, DVP, another one actually that's been beaten. So yeah, look at this. Needed to get up through here, never got through, and now has double topped and come back within, and on a bit of sell pressure too, unfortunately. So that one has done a nice, you can see here 5 waves up here. So yeah, there's another one again that, beautiful breakout and now has come down. So another failed one there as well at the moment. Could just be a, 5 up, ABC down and keep going, but we need to see it get back above there now. HM1 still killing it. That one's still raging up. You can see here. Nice little resistance break test, and this one's still raging up. So that one's still going strong there. Been on here since the retest. So still going until we get up to the zag zone for me, which will be up. Yeah, we've hit the 382 now. So I'll probably check out this Fib 5, check out the 618 for sure. Somewhere in there. Look to take profit on some weakness there. MFG. Still following the course at the moment. I think it's going to, that's still a bit of that pullback. So yeah, that's a leading diagonal in my opinion. ABC, and then we should absolutely rock it. So everything's still on that one, but probably just not ready right now. SHL is one to definitely keep on your list if it gets through here. So if this comes up through here, change your market structure. That'll be a nice breakout through there, back through this major support resistance level. So keep an eye on SHL there. If that one gets through. A little tiny micro oil play that could be close to a bottom here as well is ATS. So it's come all the way back down again now, possibly showing a double bottom here, but you can see it's come down on nice low volume, and we've had bullish divergence off that last low and just starting to get it off this part here. So some just bullish signals there, but something to take notice of if we do start to roll up from this zone here, off this double bone. So just keep an eye on that if it does start to show some life off here. One of my most recent winners was DCC, so Digital X from Bitcoin. So I took their entry off here. So nice little change of market structure, falling wedge. So took the entry here, and yeah, this one's been fine. This one, just the amount of Bitcoin they hold on balance sheet, this thing is undervalued where Bitcoin price is. So I think the market will eventually catch up with it. As you can see, beautiful volume confirming it. And if you look at the last Bitcoin bull run, it performed really well from like 1 cent up to 15 cents, so 15x. And as you can see, looking very strong here as well. So really early days, need to get back above there again as well. But yeah, that was a nice clear entry there on that one. So PBH did really well from last Tuesday. It broke up through this entry here. So well done if you got on that one. Done extremely well. Like I said here, the only way I would exit is if it did that, which it hasn't. So no need to worry about it. It's at the moment selling higher, wherever it pivots selling higher. But looking at the big picture, like this is to me is looking extremely good, and I'll show you why. If you zoom out on the weekly here, you can see this is the major support. That would be major resistance here. But look at the beautiful bullish divergence off the low here. Bullish divergence off the low here, so coming down. And you can see nice volume coming in off this last move. So if we can get back through this dollar, kind of what is it, dollar 10 zone, things will start looking really good again. But yeah, showing it's getting a bit overbought. So what I'm hoping it does is come up and then come back and retest a bit and then look to go. But it's showing everything in a major bottom to me. Definitely one to keep an eye on. As you guys know from my Shaq memes, I've been on this one since 46 cents. So double money at the moment, not looking to take profit yet. I've got it in the trading and long term as well, but I will probably look to take some of the trading account up around this zone if it does reject here and put some kind of reversal in. So all those silver miners are doing the pullback we expected. So ARD is coming back on lower volume, which is good. Like we said, very overbought. It was going to reject here. It's following its map to come back down, and what we're looking for is buys to come back in. So you want this resistance to become support now, and then look. So as they were the talk of the town, they'd already run, like this thing had gone from 13 cents up to, it had already tripled in the thing. It's going to pull back before doing it. Same with all the other ones, USL. Same thing. They talked about the pullback, a bit deeper, but yeah, doing its moves at the moment. So yeah, 5 up, going to get some kind of ABC before it starts to retrace here. Another one which is surprising is Bet. Bet really broke up here and it's come back within a bit here. So yeah, that was looking really good. Broken out of the range. Wanted to see it come back and test, which it's doing a bit lower than I was hoping. So I really want to see this one come up and then get through there. If it can get through there, then you're putting in a major double bottom. Okay, so yeah, still okay, but one to keep an eye on. So guys, I'll be honest, I haven't got many new trades on the ASX this week to share with you because, like I say to my students, wherever the surf is hot is where I go. The surf's been very hot around the stocks for the last 6 months, but crypto has been absolutely dormant and it's woken up. And I said to them last week, I said, guys, my full focus is going to crypto now because the surf's good there. So if you're not into it, you might want to have a look, because looking at history, so Bitcoin's hit its new all-time high here, and going off history, once Bitcoin makes its all-time high, which is here, okay, this is where then alts go absolutely ballistic. So if you look back on history, go others here. So that happened December. And if you look here, then this is January, February, which is a bit of a lagger. So, you know, a month or two after Bitcoin makes its all-time high, and then look what they do. They go ballistic, okay? And the same thing happened here as well in the 2017 one. Okay, they were a bit of a lagger, okay? But then they go ballistic. So you might want to, if you're not doing anything in that, it doesn't help to put a bit of your thing towards it. But yeah, my sole focus has been on crypto for the last two weeks, and since Trump pretty much came in. So yeah, since last Wednesday when Trump came in, completely changed the thing. This was bearish. Trump got elected here, boom, it came in, liquidity grab, and now we've changed market structure on others. So unless we reject here at the 618, it's the only last level where it could reject. If we get through there, then we are looking good. So yeah, this not many new ones to go, because at the moment I'll be doing a video on Thursday around what alts I'm in, what ones are looking good. Lucky for my students, where they're learning the art of stock picking and coin picking next week, which is where, I was lucky to get Matic at 1 cent, Cardano at 3 cents, and they were more than 100x last cycle. And you can look at the relative strength of the coins compared to other coins and find the strongest ones. A lot harder to do now because there's so many coins, but luckily for me, I've got 60 students in there that I'll be putting to work to help me. So where they're going to have little projects go out there, they're going to bring them to me, we're going to look at them, and we're going to find what those strongest coins are that are looking the best if this old coin does kick off, and we can find out. So next week we'll be doing that. I'll share the results with you guys the week after, and and explain why we believe they are the strongest. It's how I helped find Sol on this cycle. So I did this with students last year in May, and Sol came out as the number 1 by far. And if you look at what has performed well, Sol has been an absolute ripper since the lows. It's been a massive outperformer. Look at it. Okay, massive outperformer, whereas a lot of the other ones are literally down here still making new lows or just changing structure. So finding those high performing ones is really good. And again, that's how I can find ones like App and stuff like that, because it's all about finding ones that have relative strength. All right, guys, take care. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one, and keep an eye out for that video on Thursday. Take care, everyone.